on their upgrades, but right here I found a player with a maxed out Grand Warden. Yes, had a Titan 2 player. Now obviously some of his other defenses are still upgrading, but the Eagle Artillery and the Grand Warden are in full effect. And now right away I think players are starting to see that this style-based design is absolutely the wrong base to have post Town Hall 11. People using Go Wee Wee so often it has become a solid 3-star attack strategy against bases that have a lot of large enclosures like this. Another observation, the fact that kill squads not necessarily a big deal like we expected them to be perhaps before the update. A lot of the reason there though is because of the aura of the Grand Warden. That passive ability gives such a significant hit point buff to all of the units in the area that it really makes sense to keep your units tightly grouped together and get them moving in, especially there when you use the Eternal Tome. And I try to time that whenever the units are taking the most damage, and at that point we had Teslas, we had Infernos, we had the Archer Queen all firing on our units, so that additional 5 seconds of invincibility makes a big difference. And now the witches are just overrunning the core along with my Archer Queen, and that is the end of this Town Hall. That's the 2nd star already. The Eagle Artillery is doing its best, but we have so many units moving through this base. A big wave just washing through from right to left. I've got the Kings and Golems up at the top. I've got the Witches and the Archer Queen and the Grand Warden in the middle. And another Golem working on the Eagle Artillery. Again, it's within his dead zone, or its dead zone, I should say. So the Eagle Artillery unable to fire on that Golem that's banging up against the walls. And the artillery goes down, 77% damage. That was the last shells that will fall on my units as they work their way through the back door, trying to get out desperately. That extended range from the Grand Warden and of course the Archer Queen working out as they fire over the walls. There they go, they have breached the level 11 wall. They are out, 86% damage, and it really looks like it is absolutely going to be a 3-star attack at this point. You can see the little baby cannon down there on the far left can't do much. And it's funny, for a moment there I was a little bit worried. Everybody went up towards the top of the base, leaving the cannon behind all by its lonesome. And then the Archer Queen, she finishes off this other gold mine and goes down to get the cannon because she can get it without having to go through another wall. There goes the cannon, and she turns back around, heading back up towards the top, and now the wall is breached. But the queen will always be the queen, and rather than going the easy route, she goes after the wall instead. So she gets through the wall, but we've got plenty of time, and the last cannon is going to fall, and that is going to wrap up a 3-star attack right there. And at Legend League, 11 trophies is a huge take. Now we've got Glider, who has just recently joined Legend League as well, and he's found himself another Town Hall 11, again, with some of the defenses still upgrading. You can see the little Archer Tower, the little Wizard Tower, and even the Expo. Glider bringing 4 jump spells along with only 4 witches, so going very wizard heavy, but again, a wide open base design, and with the use of the Grand Warden's passive ability, helping those units survive longer. It's really overpowering even against these Town Hall 11 bases, but I do feel like once all of the new defenses, the Expo, the Archer Tower, the level 9 Wizard Towers, are fully upgraded, that they are going to combat these 3-star attacks. I still think the Witch attack is kind of overpowered right now. We'll see if 5 level 9 Wizard Towers will help slow it down, or there may be other balancing changes coming to the game shortly. You never know. But here it is, Glider working his way in. He's got the Town Hall just about down, and there it goes. So the Town Hall's down for the 1st star, and shortly this giant wave of units, it's like a tsunami rolling through this base, absolutely crushing everything in its path. Giant bombs going off, but the wizards, the witches, seem to be protected by the golems and by the skeletons that lead the way, the crest of the wave. And the Grand Warden always doing a good job of shielding himself behind somebody else. It almost looks cowardly the way he hangs so far back, but it's because he has such a long range with that staff. There's no need for him to get up close and personal to defenses. So one of the reasons that we are seeing him live so long in battles, and I like it, love to see his aura continue to envelop all of those units in the area. 92% damage, and we know where this attack is going. Glider just about to wrap up another 3-star, and so overpowered. Look at just the sheer number of units that are still alive at the end of this attack. Full health Queen, full health Warden, and there it is. Glider grabbing another 10 trophies on his way to Legend League. Next up, none other than Apex, and Apex is really the guy I have to thank for encouraging me to switch from dragons over to witches. Again, he was doing it early on, right after Town Hall 11 came out, and it makes sense. I mean, level 3 witches, gotta try them out, and sure enough, they are so powerful. 5 skeletons at a time, 10 up at any given time from each witch. So if you bring 8 witches, you're looking at 80 skeletons on the map. And there is no Inferno, I don't care if it had 10 streams coming out of it, that is going to be able to stop it. The Eagle Artillery, the splash damage is such a small area that it doesn't seem to affect the witch attacks. Maybe that's something that we'll see changed to the Eagle Artillery in the future, is a larger splash damage radius. But who knows, in any case, Apex is just mowing through this base. Yes, it is another 3-star wave of destruction, led or trailed by the Grand Warden, but again, that aura so powerful and so wide. Look at how it envelops just about every unit in the core, and that's again why these bases are going to be a thing of the past very shortly. I would expect within the next couple of weeks that you almost never see this base design again. It's just absolutely broken against witches, and it's just so vulnerable. So many 3-star attacks, and you really, even with as many defenses as they have in there, have no chance at stopping a witch attack like this. Only maybe a lucky splash damage hit or several, or some well-placed giant bombs. But with those golems leading the way, the giant bombs almost always triggered either by the golems or by the skeletons themselves. So who knows, maybe that will be another change if they boosted giant bombs. Now, I'm not suggesting they nerf witches, I'm not by any means, I love it, but again, this is generally what we always see in Clash of Clans. If something is out of balance, it is going to be brought into balance either by boosting the stats of something else or reducing the stats of the unit itself. So I anticipate a change. In any case, we're enjoying the 3-star wins in the meantime, and Apex on his last structure, there it is, wrapping up another 3-star win, and he also made it to Legends League just shortly after that attack. So thank you guys again.